All right, guys. So what I was about to say. I'm gonna switch hands for a minute. My shoulders getting tired. All right. So what I was about to say is, fear leads to violence. Fear leads to violence, guys. When somebody fears you, fears you, they're gonna take advantage on when you're weak. You know, they're gonna sabotage your progress. They're gonna do anything to take you down because they're afraid of you. When somebody's afraid of you, they're jealous of you. Guys, you guys gotta grow up, man. You guys gotta grow up. And stop with that victim mentality, you know, that slave mentality. Because you guys are not victims, you guys are not slaves. You know? People are closer to God in poor communities. Yeah. When you're poor, you're closer to God. You guys gotta grow up. And stop pretending to be someone you're not. And you don't have to give a crap if people like what you're doing or don't like what you're doing. You know? You don't need that. You don't need to seek validation from people. You know? You don't need that. You guys gotta love yourself. You know, only seek validation from people that really care about you, you know, that loves you. You know, what I have on is a costume, you know? This is a costume. I don't care about this. I don't care about this shirt. I only care about my glasses because I can't see without them. Guys, the way we're living right now, people live the way we are before time. You know, we have in this time there's murderers, and back then there were murderers too. You know, we have the same emotions. We have the same emotions, guys. None of us are special between each other. We you know. And if you do think that you're like on top of the world or something, God is gonna humble you and smack the crap out you. You know? We all go through some sort of trauma. But right now we just gotta live in the moment. You just gotta live in the moment. Guys, I'm not a judgmental person anymore, but I don't understand people wearing a sweater or a jacket. It's so hot outside, you know? I don't understand. Guys, when I was down very bad, when I had that J7 Star, I'm still down, but not as bad as before. So when I had that J7 Star, I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed just pulling out my phone in public. But guess what I noticed? When I pulled out my phone in public, people don't give a crap. People don't give a crap about what phone you have, what shoes you wear. That's what I just noticed. God, you gotta stop caring of what people think, man. Because people, the way people judge is how they were raised. You can't hate on somebody because they're racist towards you. You know? You can't hate on somebody because they're racist towards you. Because that's how they grew up. In a racist environment. It don't mean they hate you, you know? You shouldn't hate them. You gotta let them be. I got called the N-word and spick. It didn't really bother me. I've been called the N-word and the spick, but it doesn't really bother me. Because I also have racist relatives. But guess what? They're still my relatives. They ain't my family, they're my relatives. You know? I don't care what they say. If you keep holding on to like people's negative energy, it's gonna build like this cloud of smoke in your spirit. It's gonna build this cloud of smoke in your spirit. And it's going to turn off that light that you have inside. Completely. If you guys don't let go of negativity. And if you guys don't face your emotions, face like, you know, that people who killed somebody in your family or whatever, you know, or did something very bad to you, if you don't forgive that person, it's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. If you don't begin to face your fears, your trauma is gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. You know? It's just something, you know, I'm not telling you guys, you know, to go do that. It's just like, you know, you can do that if you want, but it's just an advice I learned from Elijah Ami on YouTube. And the things you say, like, we all went, you know, we're going through it right now. Like I said before, guys, he saw his father murdered his mother at 2 years old. That's traumatizing. That's so traumatizing. Like, how can somebody manage to go, you know, to go past that, you know? And people told him, like his family members told him that he is never gonna be Ish, you know? That you're never gonna be Ish. And I was told that by my aunt. That I had no future. At the time, it hit me. I yelled at the top of my lungs out of anger. It killed my pride, you know? And now that I think about it, they just talking crap. Let them talk crap. You know, if they believe that I'm not gonna be Ish in life, let them say that. Hey, I'm in New York and they're in DR. Oh guys, if you guys want to like record just like me in public, you cannot go inside of people's property. Like you see this right here. You can't step inside because that's their property. So just an FYI from you guys. That would be called trespassing. So this right here is public. You can stand here and record, but not inside. I'm not gonna show you guys an example, you know, because I'll probably be warned, but there's Karens, you know, everywhere. There's Karens in every background, every ethnic background. There's Karens. But man, I really. You know, I encourage you guys to do what I'm doing, man. Get out that comfort zone and record. Guys, this is a good example right here. Also, you cannot stand here because you're blocking from people to, you know, come in and out. So record like this. And you see that right there? Do not step over that. You'll be trespassed. You'll get arrested for that. You guys can record all you want, you know. He's working hard, playing Free Fire, I believe. What game is he playing? Let's zoom in. Is that Fortnite? Free Fire? Yeah. Alright guys, there's some you know, for you new guys out there, there's something about me. I just like processed food, sugary foods. I eat it sometimes, but not all the time. And this right here, this is what keeping people from, you know, being diabetic, being fat. Eating that, you know. I try to educate people in losing weight, you know. I give them good advice, but they end up staying the same weight or even fatter, you know. And I'm not gonna waste my energy on them because people don't want to listen. It's the cravings, the sugar craving. That's what happens. People crave sugar. But you can stop all that by just eating boiled eggs, meat. Any type of meat is good. Eat red meat as well, you know. None of that lean BS stuff, you know. Once you buy your meat, like let's say from the butcher shop, you want the whole thing. You want the whole fats. You want everything from the meat. And just eating meat and eggs, that's how you're gonna lose weight. But you also gotta gain the muscles too. So you gotta work out. You don't have to kill yourself in the gym. Lift weights, do squats, bench press, deadlifts is great. So guys, avoid Dunkin' Donuts, avoid McDonald's, avoid Burger King. That's gonna keep you fat, you know? It's gonna keep you fat. And no woman want a guy that's fat. Based on appearance, of course. There's women that love men, you know, they're man because they actually love them. Not based on their appearance, of how they look. But it's just better, you know, it's better to be lean and strong. Lean and strong. Guys, my whole arm is like a tripod. Guys, we're in Jerome. We're in Jerome. A tire shop right here. Like I said, guys, you cannot step. You can't step there. That's trespassing. So from here you can record. Cause I don't want you guys being like, oh, you know, I'm in jail because you told me I could record. You can record, but you know, nobody told you to step inside. Guys, I could dance a little bit of bachata too. Guys, I'm not gonna stop here because there's music. I don't want it to, you know, ruin the video and stuff. Okay, guys, there's one thing you allowed to do when recording in public, and you can record people's license plates if you want, because it's in public. You know, you can record their license plate. You could do that. It's public information. Same as I told you guys, you can record police officers. You can record their badge number. You should record police officers. Because not all cops are good cops. Not all bad, you know. You will meet bad cops and good cops. But to be safe from the NYPD, you must record. Because they lie. They'll try to manipulate you. If you're thinking you made a crime. Oh yeah, guys, you could buy. This is also healthy for you. Instead of buying meat from the supermarket, you can buy live chicken, lamb, whatever. Just by eating meat, you'll lose weight. lose weight by eating meat. Even though I don't like, seeing people kill the chicken in front of me, I got a soft spot for that. I still eat it because it's good. And you don't need to eat vegetables to lose weight as well. That's BS, to be honest. I mean, if you do want to eat vegetables, eat cruciferous vegetables, dark greens. Any dark green is good to eat.